The year is 2004, and Nintendo is about to reveal their newest and sleekest console yet.
Well, the wait is over. This is Nintendo DS.
The Nintendo DS took the world by storm. It's a video game console for all your virtual misadventures, but instead with 2 screens. And the years that followed marked Nintendo's rise to one of their highest points in the game industry. But we're not going to talk about the original DS. You see, there was a whole family of models, including the Nintendo DS, the Nintendo DS Lite, the Nintendo DSi, the Nintendo DSi XL, the Nintendo 3DS, the Nintendo 3DS, But instead of painfully talking about each and every one of them, we'll be shifting our focus to the most recent and final addition to the DS lineup. The DSi. Released in 2008, this version of the model sold the most out of all the others, reaching nearly 17 million copies across the globe, which is probably enough to fill a good portion of your house. But what made it sell so well? Was it the new look? The various games and apps to explore? Find out today in DSi Revised. Hello and welcome. This is Your DSi, and here's what Your DSi can do. Flip it open and I'm sure you'll find many surprises, such as touchscreen via stylus, dual camera, microphone and playback speakers, Wi-Fi capabilities, SD card slot, new and improved menu screen, web browser, headphone input, and buttons galore. And you have to remember, a lot of these features can be used without popping in a single game. But let's imagine that we don't have any games on hand. What can we do on this fun little machine? Well, let's take a look. Here we have the sound app. Inside, one can record anything that they want, play around with the settings, and then using the SD card slot, you could also import songs of your own and play them in surprisingly good audio quality. Who would have known? And then also play around with the settings and then... But in other news, check out this funny bird! Next up, we have the camera app. Take a few photos here and there, do whatever you want with them, and boom, you're a photographer. Look at this masterpiece. However, there's a lot more you can do in here. For starters, you can take a look at all the photos in your album and edit them. Again, look at this masterpiece. But you could categorize them, have a slideshow, or even upload them to Facebook. There's also DS Download and Play, a program used to send tiny bite-sized games to people who are playing nearby. So that way, everyone can play. Your friends, your family, your dog. PictoChat was a piece of software that also used the console's online play. So that way you can talk to anyone with a DSi. Your friends, your family, and you guessed it! Unfortunately though, it doesn't work no more. Trust me, I've tried. However, fans of the service made a whole copy of PictoChat from scratch on a website that I'll put on the description. Be careful though, it can be vulgar. So to all the kiddos under 13 or so, nuh-uh. This is the DSi web browser. Powered by Opera, you can search the vast depths of the internet, doing things such as looking at images. Alright, what else do we have here? Oh yeah, the DSi shop was where you could buy all the newest and hottest games, both free and priced, and download them right onto your console. This is where something known as DSiWare was born. Basically, there were all these little games Nintendo would make that were, for the most part, free for you to try out. That hat, Residence.
Hey, it's us, Nintendo. We just wanted to say that we have a couple DSiWare games for you to try out.
Oh yeah, of course. Send them over. Flipnote Studio. This game, absolute classic. It's a simple animation software, so you can make little shorts, draw, write, whatever your heart desires. But it goes so much deeper than that. You see, along with this game, there was an online service for it called Flipnote 𝙍𝙚𝙫𝙀, where you could share your animations across the country and see what would eventually become some of the earliest forms of online memes. There are contests, a website, and there's even a fan service that still holds it all up today. Link in the description. This app basically taught me how to animate, and it's actually what I used to animate my last video, Winter vs. Summer. Honestly, I could make a whole nother video on Flipnote Studio, which, let me know if you want to see that. And fun fact, the game was even released on my birthday. But in other news, check out this funny frog! Another DSiWare title that's fairly popular is Brain H, Train Your Brain in Minutes a Day. Essentially, this is like one of those brain game ads that you get on your phone, but 1,000 times better. There's 3 versions of the game that I know of: math, art, and Sudoku. The way the games work is that there's this form of completion per day, somewhat like Duolingo, but with many varied exercises that train your brain. And you know what? They're actually pretty fun. This is one of the first few Nintendo games that targeted a group of people who don't usually play video games, which is why it sold so much in the first place. But in other news, check out this funny guy! All in all, the DSi did great as an opportunity to experience such fun and new concepts of gameplay. I mean, 2 screens was one thing, but touchscreen? It's something no one had ever seen before, and the library of games it presented would shape the childhoods of a generation. And many of those who grew up with the DS are now going to college, which really makes you think, you know? So that was the DSi. But what comes next? Oh, wait. Hey everyone, it's that hat. I've never done one of these outro cards before. I just wanted to say thank you so much for getting me to 100 subscribers. I don't even know what to say. It's crazy. That just happened so fast, and yeah, I don't know. I just hope that this video does well. If this doesn't do well in the YouTube algorithm, I honestly don't know what will. But no, seriously, thank you so much to everyone that's supported me so far, my friends, my family, and of course you, the viewer. But yeah, if you want to see more stuff like this and random miscellaneous stuff that I come up with later, like, share, subscribe, do all that stuff. And yeah, thank you so much. This is That Hat signing out. Goodbye.